Hospitals are places of healing, but they can also be places of profound loneliness. In the long hours between treatments, the silence can feel heavy. Fear and anxiety often become the uninvited guests at every bedside. The sterile hallways, the constant beeping of machines, the feeling of being disconnected from the world outside. It all adds up. Each patient has their own battle, fought in the quiet solitude of their room. For the doctors and nurses, the goal is always to mend the body. But what about the spirit? What about the invisible wounds that medicine can't always reach? That's where the heaviest silence lives. But on Tuesday mornings, the atmosphere in Ward 4 changes. Because that's when Barney arrives. Barney isn't just a pet. He's a professional, a four-legged healer with a heart of gold. When that bright blue therapy dog vest goes on, he knows he has a job to do. He doesn't see the 4 drips or the monitors. He just sees a person who needs a friend. He walks through the automatic doors of the hospital with a quiet confidence, his tail giving a gentle, rhythmic wag that seems to cut through the tension in the air. Nurses on their rounds pause to smile. Porters give him a quick pat on the head. He's a small, furry celebrity, a beacon of simple, uncomplicated joy in a place that's often anything but. This is the story of how one dog's presence did what medicine alone couldn't. It brought a hospital wing back to life. Take Mr. Miller. He had been in recovery from a major surgery for 3 weeks and had barely said a word to the nurses. He was fading, not just physically but emotionally. He would stare out the window for hours, lost in his own grief and pain. The staff tried everything, but he remained withdrawn, a ghost in his own room. Then Barney came to visit. He didn't jump or bark. He simply walked over to Mr. Miller's bedside and gently rested his big soft head on his lap. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then, slowly, almost hesitantly, Mr. Miller's hand reached out and began to stroke Barney's ears. A small, fragile smile appeared on his face, the first one anyone had seen in weeks. We saw his heart rate stabilize on the monitor the moment he started petting Barney. It was like the dog was absorbing his stress, grounding him in the present moment. That day, Mr. Miller spoke. He asked the nurse what Barney's name was. It was a breakthrough. It's not just about being cute. There's real science behind this. Interacting with a therapy animal like Barney has a proven physiological effect on our bodies. It lowers cortisol, which is our primary stress hormone. Think of it as turning down the volume on your body's alarm system. At the same time, it releases oxytocin, the famous love hormone. That's the same chemical that helps mothers and babies bond. It creates feelings of trust, calm, and connection. For patients who are in constant pain, a visit from a dog can actually reduce their perception of that pain, providing a welcome distraction and a dose of pure natural comfort that no prescription can replicate. Whether it's a child giggling as Barney licks their hand, or an elderly woman whispering secrets into his floppy ear, the effect is universal. It's a powerful biological response to unconditional love. Barney eventually goes home at the end of the day, tired but happy, leaving a trail of warmth in his wake. But the healing stays. The smiles he brought to people's faces linger long after his paws have patted down the hallway. Mr. Miller started talking to his family again. Other patients began to open their doors, hoping for their own Tuesday morning visit. Barney reminds us that sometimes the best medicine doesn't come in a pill or through and for. It comes with 4 paws, a wet nose, and an unconditional heart. It reminds us that connection, kindness, and a simple, gentle presence can be the most powerful healing forces of all. Have you ever felt the healing power of an animal? Share your story in the comments. It might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And please subscribe to our channel to help us share more stories of light and love. This is Heartbeam, where stories touch the soul. Please don't forget to explore more of our videos. Every story has the power to heal and inspire.